Hi there. I'm Beth Stenquist. I'm first and foremost a mom of two little girls. They're my everything, and they've taught me more about productivity and people and patience than any job ever could. Professionally, I've been working as a management consultant at LLK Consulting for the past 4 years. Gained an appreciation for structured thinking and a skill set to apply that to a high growth startup. In terms of my vision for my career, I'm actively looking for an operations or chief of staff role in the tech productivity sector. My ideal role positions me to manage investor visibility and reporting cadence, including maintaining real-time data room, investor-facing material, owning and driving high-impact cross-functional projects, and then also acting as a product manager over internal process, which I think is the key to a chief of staff role. It ensures clarity of ownership and also elegant cross-functional coordination. If I had this role tomorrow, what would I do in the first 30 days? I love this question because step zero is getting to know the people, including the investors I'm working with. The sooner you can understand them, what makes them tick, their backgrounds, how they work best, the sooner we can establish working norms and start driving and really operating and performing as a team. Second, building a bird's eye view. I think quickly ramping on to projects, priorities, internal systems across functions is extremely important. And the goal is not to see not just to see what's happening, but also what's not and why. Helps you understand where the dominoes fall when certain things happen. Um, Third, uh, I would conduct sort of an operating performance diagnosis. What processes are today are taking 5 hours that could take 5 minutes, 5 days that should take 5 hours, 5 weeks that should take 5 days, and so on. And then from there, prioritize those bottlenecks and start fixing. Something I have fixed. I will briefly touch on one of my more recent and favorite cases at LEK Consulting, where I was instrumental in fixing our client's marketing organization. First, I took a diagnostic approach. I looked at their organization structure and associated responsibilities and identified all of the points where there was either overlap or ambiguity. And I spoke with people from the team to understand who had decision-making authority over what their where there was brand strategy, ownership, and accountability, which was a focus of our project, and helped diagnose the problem of ambiguity and responsibilities, which also created a resource allocation imbalance and a host of other problems for the company. In terms of a solution, I planned and organized a client workshop to sort through the core and peripheral responsibilities and ultimately delivered clean, client-approved output of simply stated who's responsible for what. This came with process flow maps, cleanly drafted responsibilities and capabilities required for each person or each role. And I think that this was most effective, um, not simply because it was facilitated by structure and structured thinking, but it was really driven by those who have boots on the ground. I think fielding their inputs and their advice and their experiences was really critical um, in coming up with a clean output here. And I think that in terms of a chief of staff role, um, it's very relevant in terms of what a chief of staff will be needing to do across functions. Excited for the potential to do that at Notion. Thank you.